Hey, how we doing, sports bettors? Matt here with OddsJam, and in this video, what I'm going to be doing is giving out some NBA player props for tonight. It's Tuesday, October 25th. The NBA season is officially 1 week old, and I gotta say, it's been an incredible 7 days for me. As you can see here, last week I had the most profit I've ever had using OddsJam in a week before, up just under $3,000, which was just insane. A lot of this, I would say majority of this, was the NBA. Yesterday, the week is only 1 day old. I'm already up $770 betting on the NBA and a little bit of Monday Night Football, although Monday Night Football actually went poorly for me. So NBA was even more than this. So just an incredible start to the NBA season. I will say yesterday specifically, I gave out 3 NBA player props on this video. Those went 0-3, so unfortunately my success did not coincide with the YouTube picks specifically. But Saturday, I went 3-1. Sunday, I went 3-1. So still up overall on these player props, just had a rough day yesterday. But for today, I have 4 more that I found using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. So let's get into it. Of course, those of you that have been following along on this YouTube channel know that the way the positive expected value betting works is OddsJam calculates these no-vig odds that you see here. So let me zoom in a little bit. So the column you see here, no-vig odds, this is what we view as quote-unquote the true line of what a market should be priced at. The way it works is OddsJam back-tested thousands of betting opportunities trying to determine what sportsbooks are the sharpest at pricing what markets. The cool thing about that answer is it's not the same for every market and for every sport. You know, let's pretend that FanDuel is really good at player props. DraftKings is really good at NFL player props, whatever it may be. I'm not saying that's the case, but just to provide an example. And once they collected all that data, made that determination, they just removed the VIG from all of these sharp sportsbooks to get the true line. So this is actually the first play that I'm going to lock in. Reggie Bullock over 3.5 rebounds, so 4+. This is going to be a little bit less than half of a unit play. I'm going to put $40 on this one, 40 to win, roughly 65. So that bet has been locked in. Let me just add it to my bet tracker. The page you saw with my profit and loss, that all comes from the OddsJam bet tracker, completely free to use. So if you do want to have a system to track your bets, would recommend using it. But let's talk about this play specifically. So it's Reggie Bullock over 3.5 rebounds plus 162 on FanDuel. Obviously, we're accepting some pretty heavy juice here in a good way, some pretty juicy odds, which also means that the bet isn't necessarily the most likely to occur. But the beauty of positive expected value betting is we're placing bets that we know has a higher likelihood chance of hitting than the reflected odds of the sportsbook that is pricing it. So what I mean by that is the no-vig odds that OddsJam calculates prices this to be at plus 155. This is the true line. This is how we know what the market should truly be priced at. FanDuel is giving that to us 7 cents higher at plus 162. So the gap between these two numbers, between the no-vig odds at plus 155 and the FanDuel line at plus 162, that is where you get your positive expected value from. Another thing that I like to do is if you just click into a play, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices odds for this play. Basically, the goal here is we just want to identify outliers. Let the sportsbooks do the work for us. Find a sportsbook that has mispriced odds and take advantage of that. That is how you will be profitable in the long run. So in this case, Caesars prices it at plus 129. FanDuel plus 140, BetOnline plus 141, Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, plus 139. No book is giving you more favorable odds, giving you better odds than plus 141. And FanDuel is giving this play to us 20 cents higher than that at plus 162. So pretty awesome outlier here, looking at Reggie Bullock over 3.5 rebounds. So this is going to be the first betting pick that we are going to lock in. Reggie Bullock over 3.5 rebounds. The next one that I wanted to talk about here is the same game, Dorian Finney-Smith to go under 15.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. The play is at plus 102 at BetRivers. So this is a little bit over half of a unit play for me, although it looks like they took that play away. They did. So I wanted to lock that one in. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, but I do have another play on BetRivers that I do really like. And we're looking at Draymond Green to go under 7.5 points. So let me go ahead and go to the Warriors game and lock this one in. This is actually going to be my favorite play of the day. Is going to be for a full unit Draymond Green under 7.5 points. I'm going to put a full unit on this one. So 1 unit for me is about $100, but whatever your unit size at home, just put 1 unit on it. So let me add this one to my bet tracker. So the reason why I like this one, again, minus 115 at BetRivers. Look at where every other book prices it in the minus 130s. PointsBet minus 130. FanDuel minus 136. Caesars minus 131. DraftKings minus 130. Across the board. Pinnacle Sportsbook is the sharpest sportsbook in the world. Prices it at minus 138. BetOnline, another sharp sportsbook, prices it at minus 132. DraftKings actually does do a pretty decent job specifically with player props. So this one at minus 130 is a good sign. All of these books have it at a minimum 15 cents lower than what BetRivers is giving us. BetRivers giving us a good line here. So this one is my favorite player prop of the day. Draymond Green under 7.5 points, minus 115 odds at BetRivers. Let me refresh this, make sure I have the most recent odds so I don't get screwed by a play changing. And the next one that I wanted to lock in here is this Kevon Looney under 2.5 assists. This is going to be a little under a unit, about 3/4 of a unit play for me, which is $75. For those of you doing the math, if you don't feel like rounding up or down to, you don't feel like doing the exact math of whatever 0.75 of a unit is, if you want to round up or down, I would say round this up to a full unit. But for me, I put 75 on it. Let me add this one to my bet tracker as well. And same logic here, right? No, minus 104 is the line that Caesars is giving us. The no vig odds that OddsJam calculates based on all of these different sharp sports books prices this at about minus 110. So the gap between these two numbers is what gives you your positive expected value, right? Another reason why I like it, again, just look at all the different books. FanDuel, PointsBet minus 115, minus 115. FoxBet minus 125. And then another thing that I like to do is if you open the event page in a new tab, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices this play at. So we can see that Pinnacle prices this at minus 135 as well, giving us a pretty good line on this Kevon Looney under 2.5 assists. So this is going to be my third play. So let me refresh this one more time. All right, in the last play that I wanted to lock in here, DeAndre Ayton under 1.5 assists. So sticking with the same game in the Suns Warriors, DeAndre Ayton, this is going to be a half of a unit play, so just $50 on this one. This is going to be my fourth and final play, but the same logic. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but these are the types of things that you should be looking for. Minus 108 is what Caesars was giving us. Across the board, minus 125, minus 125, minus 134. All of these sports books, including the sharpest one in the world, think this bet is more likely to occur, has a higher percent chance of occurring than the reflected odds that Caesars is giving us at minus 108. So if you do this long enough, take advantage of mispriced lines, identify outliers. That is how you will be profitable in the long run. But that is going to be it for this video. So 4 total NBA player props. We got DeAndre Ayton under 1.5 assists. We got Kevon Looney under 2.5 assists. We got Reggie Bullock over 3.5 rebounds. And then the last one was Draymond Green under 7.5 points. So if you're tailing these, let me know. Would love to hear it. Comment on the video with your feedback. Other than that, would appreciate a like, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But that's it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.